Many of us have a love-hate relationship with many different people, and mine happens to be with both my parents. Growing up, we all have a lot to learn. If you know me, sometimes it takes me a little bit longer to learn things than other people, and I really appreciate that my parents have always been patient, and I'm really thankful for that. And both my parents played a big role in my life, and they made me who I am today, and without them, I believe that I would not be the same at all. And my dad taught me most about perseverance and hard work, and my mom just inspired me to overcome all life's hard times and just know there's always something better out there, no matter how bad things get. And she also was always preaching kindness and always keeping us away from negativity and disrespect or anything like that. And I'm thankful for both the stories of hate and of love because they both have made me who I am today. But I'm going to tell you two stories of my parents and the memories that I have with them that really stood out to me. Now, the first story is about my dad. My dad currently is in the Air Force and he works at Patrick Air Force Base in Melbourne, Florida. And ever since we were at a young age, about 4 years old, my dad had a bat and glove in the hand of me and my brother. And he'd make us go to the fields every day after elementary school, all the way up until high school. And there'd be days where we just wouldn't want to go. We'd say, "Dad, we don't want to do this." And he would tell us that we'd be thanking him later. And now here I am saying this speech, thanking him. You know, I wouldn't have been able to make it here without him. And, you know, I'm now on scholarship. So right now my present is based off the work that he forced me to put in as a younger kid. And I can't thank him more for that. And also another time, I just wanted to mention this. He taught me a lot about short-term memory. So when bad things come up, just to forget about them. I was actually golfing one day with him and my brother, and I hit a ball like in the lake. It was just terrible, terrible swing. And he kind of just explained to me how having a short-term memory in sports has a lot to do with life, you know, just not letting those things snowball into one bad thing after another. So I learned a lot from that day. And my second story is about my mom. She actually had a brain tumor behind her right ear, and now she's actually deaf in that ear. So she's had a lot to overcome. She had a big surgery in January of 2012, and she could have came out. She could have had she could have came out with no muscle control on her right side, but thankfully she just lost that hearing in that right ear. Still not a very good situation, but she's always done the best to make the best of any situation, and she's really shown me and my brother and everyone else that she's around that things are never as bad as they may seem. And she's always had a smile. She's always been very positive and generous to others, and she always wants to give rather than receive. And she's really taught me and my brother that's the way that we need to live our lives. And I really appreciate her for setting that great example. And today I just would not be the same without my parents and the guidance that they have given me and the patience that they've provided me. I truly believe that. And the thing that I want to thank my parents most for is the amount of selflessness that they have shown throughout these 19 years that I've been their son. You know, it's really a blessing to call them my parents, and the amount of time that they put in, you know, just being there for me. A lot of parents, you know, nowadays don't really have that much time for their kids. They're very busy trying to make work, trying to get money for the family, and I really appreciate them balancing work and the family. They've always been there for me and my brother, and I can't thank them enough.